Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having a great day. Happy Friday, guys, and we have some big news. As you might have already seen, there is new content coming up, and this is the name Grim Forest. So, what will this look like? What will it be? We don't know exactly yet, but we have some information on it. This is the first time we content creators and you guys got info about this, so I'm gonna share with you what was shared with us, right? All right, so let's take a look into it. So the name of the new content, Grim Forest, and here are some of the features. So the level requirement is level 55, then you will unlock this feature. I think this is pretty low. As far as I remember, I think you unlock Chimera at 45 and Hydra a little bit later, but I'm not quite sure. But you definitely unlock Chimera before you unlock Hydra. And level 55 is actually pretty early in the game, so that's pretty good because that means you can earn additional rewards just by playing the game, which is cool. All right, so there will be two difficulties, normal mode and hard mode, and a hidden region within hard difficulty for those who seek trials steeped into torment. Ooh. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's just another difficulty layer on the hard mode. But yeah, we will see. So there will be two modes in general and then one additional one on the hard difficulty. Makes you wonder if it's something like, the Chimera trials, right? I mean, it says trials here, right? So who knows? We will see. Then the next point is resource. In order to progress in Grim Forest, you require distorted energy. So there will be a resource for this content specifically, like we have, Doom Tower keys or Faction Wars keys or for Curse City, right? So you can probably just do a limited amount of battles or stages per day. So it's a specific to Grim Forest resource used to perform various actions on the map. Then the map. It is covered by a mysterious fog that only retreats when you clear a stage, and even then, it only reveals the immediate vicinity. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So you don't see the map, you just, probably complete the first stage, and then you see the next stages where you can get to, and once you beat those, you clear the fog. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know what type of mechanic that will, what's the point behind that, but I guess we will find that out as soon as we get more information about it. So interesting. But you do see the location of other stages on the map, even if their contents remain unknown until you approach. Then there will be rotations. Interesting. So like the Doom Tower or the Cursed City, Grim Forest will work on a monthly rotation. Let me actually scroll up a little bit. Once the time is up, all progress gets wiped and you begin the journey anew. So, similar to the other content, Curse City and Doom Tower, you can progress to a certain point. If you can't push any further, that's about it. And next rotation, you can start from scratch again and, do the stages that you are able to. However, unlike those two modes, the Grim Forest map will not stay the same. Okay, so each rotation will bring about changes as stages shift and adjust their position. Okay, so all the different stages are going to shift around. That's kind of interesting. So you don't have the same following stage after every stage you beat. So wow, that's kind of interesting. I don't know yet if this is good or not, but it definitely makes it more interesting. Furthermore, the maps on normal and hard difficulties will differ as well. So not only the stages will shift, also, the map will be different, but do not feel intimidated regardless of the difficulty. You will find aid while exploring the map. Okay, so yeah. So I'm very curious, what champions can we use, right? What type of champions can we use? Can we use all our champions? Can we only use specific ones? Can we only use, a selected group of champions that we select at the start of this content? I don't know. But we will find out, I guess. Feature preview. Stages. A wide array of stage types awaits. Some will greet you with steel and bloodshed, while others will promise various treasures. The path you choose will shape the fate of your expedition. Does it matter what stage you are choosing next for your overall rewards? I don't know. I have no idea what that could possibly look like. Some stages will reward less or more, or yeah, I don't know. Team decks. Do not expect to command the full might of every champion you have summoned and lead them all into the Grim Forest. Only the select few will aid you in this journey, so you will have to choose wisely. Okay, so only the select few. Does that mean that we can choose the champions ourselves that we want to use? That could be actually cool, because that means you can use the champions that you have, right? But I don't know who's gonna select them. Is it the game or is it us? Now there's also parallel progression. Grim Forest is not a place where you mindlessly progress through the stages to face the final enemy. Exploration is an important part of the journey. Okay, exploring the map. I don't think that's gonna be us walking around the map. I think it's just gonna be, going from stage to stage. I don't think we have a character that we can move around. That would be absolutely cool. That would be amazing, but I don't think it's like that. Various treasures you find along the way will boost your team's morale and grant your champions special boons, making them fiercer and stronger while in Grim Forest. So if you don't have a wide variety of powerful champions at your disposal just yet, do take your time looking for hidden treasure chests throughout the map. They will prove to be of great help. Okay, so these special boons are probably something like bonus attributes or something, or special effects, or, something that boosts your champions, buffs basically, right? So it makes it easier to complete the content for people that don't have mythical champions, for example, or, extremely strong champions. That is actually pretty cool. I don't know what it's going to look like, but the fact that you can boost up your team is pretty nice. Maybe it's even mandatory to complete this content. Who knows? Now, the rewards. Not all treasures claimed within the Grim Forest will fade with the next reset. Many rewards may be carried beyond its borders, enriching your account long after the mist closes behind you. So that is interesting. That means we probably have some new resource we can farm or something. I don't know what's that really about, but it seems like it's this skeleton that I was covering the whole time. So here, this this skull. I think this is the new resource, and there's also a new avatar frame. This is the lore, but yeah, so pretty interesting. So we can farm some new resources. I think this is the one. Then there are these chests right here. I'm very, very curious to see what that's gonna look like. What's the boss gonna be like, and so on. And yeah, pretty cool. Nice to have new content. My only fear that I have is that it's gonna be time consuming. We already have so many things that, Doom Tower, Curse CD, Chimera, Hydra, Faction Wars Hard, Live Arena, right? If you do all these things, you're a couple hours in the game already, so this will add probably another, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes or an hour even, if, for the first couple of weeks until we figure out how to beat these stages and bosses and so on. But I like new content, I hope it's going to be a little bit different than the other areas. Anyway, there's the lore right here if you want to read it. I'm not going to read you the lore. I'm just going to move myself out of the way real quick. And you can pause the video if you want and read this. And then there's the other page right here. So the questions that I have is, what champions can we use? This will probably depend on the stages or the bosses, right? Which champions we can use, so we don't just rush through the content with like a Marius and just one-shot everything. I think that's probably the case, that it's limited to a certain amount of champions each stage and the boss itself. The next question is, what are the boons? What are those power-ups that we can get, but they will probably, you know, just increase our stats or something, or, you know, have a positive effect on our team to make the stages easier. And then the next question would be, what are the rewards, right? So considering that, you know, the last big resource that was introduced was relic material or relics in general, and I think we're gonna get relics definitely as a reward, and hopefully soulstones and starstone. I hope starstone is in there because it's so hard to stack up starstone. It costs so much to level up relics, and I really hope there will be some starstone in this new content. Even if it's just, you know, a couple hundred, that would already help. But I hope it's in the thousands because it costs so much to get a, you know, to max out a relic. It is very, very expensive. So one thing I can tell you, that there will be exclusive rewards to this game mode. But that's all I know about the rewards. And it will look something similar to Curse City with like stages, but, you know, it's not going to be a linear way where you have to you know, go a specific path to get to the last stage. From what I understand, it's going to be like, you know, it's not going to be just one way over here. It's going to be like several ways. So you can, for example, go around a challenging stage that you can't beat. You can probably go around it. Something like that. And then we also have this teaser here for the new content, which you can see right here. So this will be the boss, 100%, right? This is something like a tree ant, you know, from from Lord of the Rings, for example. So it's gonna be a tree boss, and yeah, we can't see really what this boss looks like in detail, but it's gonna be a tree with a sword, it seems like. So yeah, you can find this on the official Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel. Go ahead and leave them a like and maybe a nice comment. So hey guys, that's pretty much all I got for you for now. There will be definitely more information coming soon, but that's all we have for now. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here, and see you in the next one.